Under preparation is where the strong applicants quietly fail.
Hey guys, how you doing? Coach Mitch here. Let's get into it. 6 points I want you to think about before you get into that CBPO interview, okay? Number one is this. The panel can sense your weakness very fast. Well, how? They do it all the time. They do this all day long. They know what they're looking for, right? So a lot of you guys walk in there thinking, I'm going to have the right answers. No problem at all. However, this is new for you. That Zoom opens up. People are in uniform, these straight faces, hard faces, not showing you any love whatsoever. That can sometimes cause people like you to hesitate, backtrack, sound unsure, or to even seek approval. That's a huge one. People sometimes try to seek approval with this panel by looking in their eyes for approval, right? Oh, I hope I did okay. They're not going to give you any of that kind of love whatsoever. They're not trained that way. They're trained to be emotionless, right? Not to give you 1 inch at all. That's their whole job. So any confidence must come from you and not from them. Confidence comes from practice. The practice comes from understanding what they're going to ask you, and that comes from within to say, you know what, I can do this, right? That's where it comes from, right? So you have to have that composure, or they are not going to give you a break whatsoever. Number two, many of you guys fall into this trap where you are doing this answer where I want to help people, I want to serve my country, I want a federal job. I mean, this is not civilian world. This is a true understanding of federal level law enforcement type interview. So you don't want to give these broad answers, right? You want to get into mission understanding, emotional maturity, professionalism. You want to get into things like that, even logical reasoning type answers to their questions. You want to come off like someone who understands the federal level law enforcement process. 100%? No. But at least 50% understand what they're looking for, right? You cannot go in there as a 100% civilian. They're not going to appreciate that whatsoever, right? Number three is just because a lot of good candidates, I hear it all the time, right? Because a lot of you guys come to me for coaching, right? A lot of you guys get into this over talking, right? You're just blabbing too much and you're rambling, right? I know you mean well. I know you feel you have a grip on the stuff, right? But a lot of people are blabbing and yammering for no reason because why? They're nervous. I understand that, of course. Now, we work that out in my coaching program, right? The nervousness, it gets lowered for sure. Does it go away all the way? No. Being nervous is a natural reaction, but we definitely cut out at least half that nervousness, right? And we get you down to where you stop trying to add more, or you lose your structure, or you sound disorganized. All that goes away. We want the panel, like I want, to hear clarity. You guys already know. I'll ask you sometimes. Say the answer to me again. No. Give me the answer again. Hey, I go for perfection because I want you guys to have that, In my program, I'm asking you anywhere from 16 to 18 questions. Yeah, my candidates know this. I grill you guys hard because I want you guys to be ready for whatever may come your way to make sure you can handle any question they ask you. This is what my coaching program is all about. If you want help with the interview, before you go in there, open that Zoom and oh my gosh, if you want help with that, description down below, get it to my calendar. I'll show you how it's done, okay, guys? Because I don't want you to blabber from this. Oh my God, if you ramble, boom, you're gone. Come back in 6 months. They don't want that, right? Big one here too. People always say, well, are they going to talk to me? Yeah, they're going to ask you a question. No, but beyond that, no, they're not. They are going to be silent, cold, neutral, and expressionless. No expression whatsoever. So what happens to people? They think, what? Gosh, I'm doing bad. This is terrible. I'm doing a bad job. No, that's not what that means, you guys. Doesn't mean you're doing a bad job. But what happens, right? I'm doing a bad job. What happens next? They start changing their answers, right? Oh my God, maybe this. And then the panic hits. I see this the past 7 years, time and time again. But in my coaching program, we're on the same team. So I'll show you how to answer a question properly and appropriately to show you how to get through that because we can get through this, right? I've been doing this for 7 years, 90.4% success rate. I know how this works, okay? Another thing to you guys, weak accountability. So if you're not taking accountability in your answers for this panel, they're not going to be interested in you. So what does that mean? You cannot blame others. You cannot avoid ownership. You cannot minimize your mistake. Those things can hurt you very fast. You must show responsibility and judgment. I've got 5 questions designed to make sure you show responsibility and judgment when you answer questions. It's designed that way. That's how I do that, right? Last one is this. Many of you guys underestimate preparation. You think it's no big deal, right? A lot of my returns are this way, right? They say, they told me on a Friday interview, I waited till Thursday for help. Well, that's on you, right? Good candidates always say, I'll just go be myself. But federal panels are not casual interviews. So you can go in as yourself with some training, preparation, that's fine. But federal panels are not casual interviews. They just aren't, you guys. It's a federal level interview. They're evaluating your communication, your maturity, your composure, your judgment, your professionalism. They are checking all that out at one time. Under preparation is where the strong applicants quietly fail. I've seen this many times in the past 7 years. I've been doing this for like a long time now, you guys. The ones who fail are always the ones who don't practice. It's always the ones who don't practice. They always fail. A lot of you guys are thinking who have failed that you're unqualified, and you're not. You failed because you underestimated what the CBP officer panel was actually evaluating. They are evaluating more than just a good answer. They don't want to hear about a civilian in front of them. They have no interest in that whatsoever. You must come there ready to rock and roll, or you're going to be kicked out of there and come back in 6 months. You don't want that. You want help? I'll show you how it's done. Link down below in my description. Get into my calendar. I'll show you how it's done, okay? You guys, you take care. It's Coach Mitch. Have a good day. Bye-bye.